Welcome to Partners in Ovation, where we connect with our many partners both within and outside our community. Today I'm really excited about our guest, who is one of my, and of course all my staff are my favorites, but it is our Director of Adult Day Services, and that is Dawn Adler. And today you're going to really be excited by what Dawn has to talk about. This is an interesting program that Dawn has started, and along with our fabulous social worker, Dana Rubin-Winkleman, this has been a collaboration that is like no other. So you're going to want to tune in and really, please, pay attention because this is going to be a good one. Hi, Dawn.
Hi, Trish. Thank you for having me today.
Well, I'm so excited to have you, and again, Dawn and I have a very collaborative relationship, and we have been working together for many, many years, and I'm just thrilled that you would be a partner today and come in and do this. I just want you to tell me a little bit about you, and I guess, how did you come to be part of our Ovation family?
When I came out of college, I was in my 20s and I started working with older adults. At that age, in my 20s, I worked in long-term care in the Sheboygan area for 10 years. And then we moved up to Green Bay, and I found my passion for adult day services in Green Bay working at Curative. My husband's job brought us back to the Milwaukee area. I work for an organization called Very Special Arts Wisconsin, where I learned about how important it is to bring arts of all forms to older adults and how they can benefit from that. And from there, I worked in adult day services at an organization on the west side of town, and I was involved in several research projects. One of them, we worked with Fredert and UWM in developing programs for people with early memory loss, and we developed a curriculum. And from there, I just continued to develop programs, and 8 years ago I reached out to Ovation, and they were interested in growing their adult day program, and this is where I landed, and so happy that it's been a wonderful 8 years.
It's 8 years already. Wow, that's fabulous. Wow, that doesn't even seem like that.
It's been a wonderful journey.
Well, we are so happy to have you, and as I consider you one of the experts in the field of memory care. And I have to say, again, Dawn, as our worlds were turned upside down a year and a half ago, how did it affect the services that you were offering to our older generation who participated in the adult day program and also in your recharge memory classes?
Well, our goal has always been the same, and that is to reach out to people very early in any of a disease process so that we can make their journey easier and that we can connect them to professionals and an organization that can help them for years to come. And of course, when COVID hit, we've been very successful over the last 8 years growing our program from 11 families to reaching over 200 families. But obviously when COVID hit, we had to suspend the services of the adult day centers, so we're not able to give people the level, and caregivers especially, the level of support that they need, but we've been able to do it in some very exciting new ways. I know we were given the instruction to go virtual, which I remember being on the phone with you that day, and the feeling of dread is like, how do we do this?
Right.
But truthfully, our programs were well enough established. We have wonderful referral resources. We have an excellent reputation, and that was seamless. The time of not providing in-person services, we were able to really expand what we wanted to do and reach out to the community in a different way that we didn't have time for before. So there have been some really positive things that have come out of the situation.
I always think about this because, again, when we're faced with, what has happened through the pandemic, and when we make the lemonades out of lemons, it has been so unbelievable. And that's what the two of you girls have really done. And I know when I had to tell you, I know that it was like, whoa, You hear this at first and you're like, how are we going to do this? But one of the most beautiful qualities is what happened with Zooming and being able to do that. And what I'm really proud of both of you is that you're able to reach much more community than you ever have before. And that's just incredible. It's really wonderful. So, despite the challenges that you were able to pull out ahead, you expanded your programs, and as I said, you reach more people than you ever have before. But I want you to tell us about all the awesome programs you're offering right now.
Okay. Well, it's been an adventure, and I'm glad that you mentioned Dana. Dana and I have worked together for 8 years, and we work very differently, we think very differently, and our talents are very different. But we've been able to merge those, which has made us very successful. And I think that's a missing link in my experiences before, is that strong support for the care partners as well as the person with memory loss. Right. But she's exceptional and compassionate. And so it's even more important during COVID to be able to work together and be innovative, and that's what we've done. And Dana really started out with her compassionate idea and love for writing and putting together an e-newsletter called Touch Points, A Spark of Light with Dana, which includes information that's helpful to individuals, what you can do with your loved one. It's a way of them learning some self-care. We provide brain health activities for individuals at our home. So she was able to stay connected that way because we were both passionate about staying connected and helping in the best ways that we could. And she started several support groups, and she does a support group with some of our individuals in our Recharge class and R&R Club as well. But we've been able to go virtual with it's called Recharge, our interactive brain health class. Previously, we had it here at High Point. It was 4 hours, remarkable. We grew from 2 days a week to 5 days a week here at Ovation. It was a 4-hour program where people would have cognitive work for 2 hours. They would have lunch, and then we have an hour exercise class. So we've changed that to about an hour and a half. We run that 3 days a week. We still have our social club that meets on Fridays. We've been able to expand and go virtual with our Spark program with the Jewish Museum Milwaukee. And we started doing lots and lots of workshops and some new partnerships in the community. So it's been interesting.
Yeah, interesting and successful. Which is incredible to do. Okay, so one of the things now, not only are you and Dana 100% vested in all of these incredible programs, but you're also involved in the community with education. Well, what are some of the events that you have hosted or have been a part of lately? And there's some good ones.
Thank you. Yeah, I think we originally started with our original people that were in our programs, and then we wanted to branch out more to the community. And it's really imperative to do that, and you encouraged us to do that. It's imperative to do that so that we as a community can support each other and share our expertise. And some of the things that we've done is we have reached out to 3 different synagogues. We started doing this originally before COVID hit, and we've done many workshops on the blue zones and memory strategies and cognitive abilities. How do you exercise those cognitive abilities? What are we learning from people who have lived to 104? So they're all very interesting and they're very interactive workshops. So we're actually reaching out to another synagogue in the very near future. We've done a collaboration with the Jewish Community Center in which we've done some workshops. And then again, we're sharing expertise. We did a 6-week collaboration where Ovation provided 45 minutes of cognitive work, and then they shared their physical exercise expertise. So now we're going to regroup and decide where to go from there. We're doing monthly workshops with the Shorewood Resource Center. We want to continue to expand. We wrote a grant and received money from the Milwaukee Jewish Federation so that we can expand some of our art programs, working with Angela Belter-Shellstad, and she has put together these virtual videos step-by-step of art processes. We want to continue our work with Dr. David Moss and the Legacy Lights, which is a combination of lamp making and sharing your legacy. Not legacy as far as financial legacy, but legacy in what light do you share on this earth? What does that look like?
So it's kind of a spiritual journey.
Absolutely, but it's also an art experience,
Yeah.
and it's for families. The nice thing about what we are sharing with the community is so adaptable, and it's good for all ages. It's interesting for all ages. You can make it intergenerational. You can invite your neighbor. It can be for anybody because it's information that we all need to be able to take care of ourselves. But we just got done with an event, and it was called Life Through Art and Film. And Project Hue, working again with Angela. And Angela had come to us several years ago. Actually, I think you brought Angela into the organization because you saw the value of artists. So thank you for doing that.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
But Angela was doing interviews with our participants in the day center and also in our recharge program. And she would do a painting of something that was interesting in their life, not a portrait of them, but something that was interesting. Well, as she was doing these paintings, COVID hit. We would always have a celebration after a painting was done. She called it a painting reveal. So the honoree would receive their painting, we'd have a celebration. And what happened was when COVID hit, people weren't able to receive their paintings in person. And we've seen some devastating things happen with individuals over the past year with no socialization, with no place to go, with limited support. The caregivers are super stressed. And so Angela and I talked, and just like that, she came up with the small videos and put together videos. And so it's a beautiful, beautiful tribute to individuals' lives. And it's gone far beyond just receiving a painting. The caregivers enjoy having that. It's something that they have of their loved one when they're gone. And it just keeps having a domino effect. And it's a great way to teach staff that these deep and meaningful programs is something interesting for them to be involved in, and knowing who you take care of is the most important thing. So it's a great, interesting way to learn about the individuals we care for. So we're looking forward to all of our next steps, and hopefully we can be in person as well as virtual and continue our outreach to the community. And we thank Ovation for the opportunity and the push forward to do that.
It's wonderful. No, thank you. Thank you for taking that, taking the leap with us. So, Dawn, tell me something really that maybe I don't know about you, or I know that our audience will not know about you, but a fun fact.
Fun fact.
Yes.
My husband and I love to travel to any small communities and explore them. We enjoy having something to look forward to. In fact, one of our recharge classes, we just did the importance of having something to look forward to. And with COVID, you really find that that's important to look forward to. So we love exploring new communities. We travel all over doing that for weekends. And we love to bird watch. We have a hotel in the backyard, basically everything that birds would need. And
I did not know this.
This
is a good fact.
We enjoy nature.
Oh, that's beautiful. Well, I want to thank you for being our guest today, and much continued success in the program, because we just totally support you, and we know that the community really loves you and does support you. So thank you again. Thank you for watching today's episode. If you like what you saw, please make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell. You can also find us on Facebook and LinkedIn. Goodbye and have a great day.